During World War II, being a riverboat captain was one of the most prestigious but time-consuming jobs to acquire. My grandfather, Harry George Koch, had the honor of being one of the few riverboat captains during that time period. I am commemorating him because of his countless efforts to keep the Mississippi River a vital transportation route for the U.S. during the rough times of World War II. I feel as though it is my duty to give this speech above anybody else in my family because he passed away the month I was born. My grandfather was very ill for months, and knowing his time was coming, he put in his will that he wanted his grandson to receive the ranch in Mississippi. He left me a letter which I couldn't even open until I was 18, saying that he wanted to leave me the property personally to build a future as he did off of it. Because of this, I feel that it is my obligation to honor his name. In this speech, I will be enlightening you about my grandfather's life and achievements, and also one of his greatest values. I will first be talking about my grandfather's life and achievements. He was born in Chicago, Illinois, where he spent the first 10 years of his life before moving to New Orleans. At age 13, he began working on tugboats with my great-grandfather. By the time he was 16, he was already a riverboat pilot directing ships up and down the Mississippi River. It wasn't until age 30 that he was announced captain and moved to Kiln, Mississippi, where he bought a large portion of land for his children and wife. In the early 1940s, when World War II was in its peak, my grandfather helped aid and stock many major cities across the U.S. because of his work he was able to provide during the Mississippi River. I never met my grandfather, yet I have more respect for him than anybody else in my family for what he has achieved in life and for our family. He has made a great name for our family, which gives all of us Koch's motivation to achieve great things in life as he did. My dad said that he always tried to live up to my father's expectations, but never could reach the level of ambition or drive that he had. My father constantly told me stories about my grandfather to give me the drive to become a great and accomplished man as his father was. Now that I have told you about my grandfather's early years and achievements, I will now be discussing his great value. The value I will be commemorating is his patriotism. My grandfather had a knack for directing the Mississippi River. He also had a driven mindset to finish any task that he started under his watch. During World War II, he was put in charge of everything coming in and out of the Mississippi River from New Orleans all the way up to Arkansas. He spent months at a time on water, sleeping on barges, making sure everything was going smoothly for transportation needs during World War II. If it wasn't for his love and passion for our country's well-being, who knows what could have happened during that time period on the Mississippi River. He was given several awards for his hard work and patriotism after the war ended. I have just told you my grandfather's life and achievements and one of his greatest values. My grandfather is being commemorated because he needs to be recognized for his patriotic acts and for being a captain of the riverboat pilots during World War II. I am commemorating him because he believed in me before even meeting me and left me with his life's work. I believe in my grandfather because I believe he is a hero of this country. I will never forget what he has done. Riverboat captains are a huge commitment for anybody who has served during World War II and should be recognized for their great achievements.